What's going on live, man? We got 97 The Beat with DJ Ice. How you doing today?
All right, how you doing,
I'm
Miss
doing pretty good.
Q?
So,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We
You
on
gotta
the
talk it to the
station, y'all.
mic.
Y'all make sure y'all tune in to the station 97 The Beat. Alright, so one of the biggest things I wanted to ask you was how long have you been DJing?
I've been DJing for over 30 years.
Over 30
Yeah, I
years.
started when I was a teenager. Um, Actually, it started with my uncle was actually a promoter throwing parties, and the DJ didn't show up. So I started playing music. I thought I was just playing music until the DJ showed up, but they never did show up. So I had to keep playing, and I played music that I felt like we liked, teenagers.
Right.
And after that, it was just my uncle was like, "Well, you're gonna have to do this every week."
At a house party?
No, it was
Just
it was right actually at Spalding University.
at Spalding Uni.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was a ballroom. It was kind of like how they do parties here, like how the teenagers throw parties like
Right.
at different little spots.
Okay. So you didn't get booed in there your first time. It was alright. Everybody
Nah, I didn't get
understood.
booed. I mean, I played the stuff I like. It was actually I was playing like Too Short. I was playing all the hood stuff,
Right.
and that's what we had,
Yeah.
people from the neighborhood. So it worked out. I guess I lucked up,
Yeah.
but that was something that I liked, so I took a liking to it, and ever since then it's been history.
So where's DJ Ice from? Are you from here in Louisville or
Yes,
born
yes.
and raised?
Born and raised, original, Louisville, 3-2
Louisville,
zone.
UK.
Nah. Yeah, I was actually where Coles is now. It used to be called Screaming Eagles, and that's the area I grew up in. It's called 29th in Kentucky. So we was on the 28th through 32nd Street, but we all ran across each other. It wasn't no y'all just in that neighborhood, y'all stay. So basically,
Right.
we claimed like the whole West End really, because we was all over. We was everywhere. But born and raised 29th in Kentucky.
Okay. And you a Cardinals fan?
Actually, I like both of them.
Both of them.
Yeah, but I mean,
Now he's playing
I'm
the
a
same.
Cardinal. I'm a Cardinal,
He's playing the same
Cardinal to the
job.
core. But but I've had a chance to live outside of the state, and with that, I had to represent Louisville and Kentucky.
Right.
And that was in the stage of when Kentucky was just starting to do the heavy recruiting of the one and done. So they was popping.
Okay.
So and I couldn't. It was actually I was in North Carolina, so I couldn't cheer for Duke. North Carolina was alright because of Michael Jordan, but it was either Louisville or Kentucky.
Right.
So I rep UK, but when I'm home, I kind of rep them both.
Right.
I look at because I used to hoop, so I just look at it like if this team had a did that, then they would have won. If this team had a did this, they would have won. So
Right.
I like them both.
Okay. And why we got this artist playing right now? You want to tell me a little bit about
Actually,
who that
actually,
is? I like it.
this is Ken Harbison, and he's an artist, producer, uh, engineer. He does it all. And this was actually a track that he did. It's called "This Is My House." Out on iTunes, all digital platforms. Uh, but he actually did it for basketball season. So if you
Okay.
kind of listen, you'll hear that he got the basketball sound,
Yep.
the nets. It's
Yep.
all it was a basketball theme, and I did the scratching on it at the end, so you'll hear a little bit of me scratching in it or something. So, and that's his daughter. She just said, "This is my house, like that, daddy." So, but yeah, he goes by the name of Chief, but Ken Harbison. Yeah, that's his name. Shout out to old Doe checking in. Well, I mean, it's Calvin. Oh, I can't call you Calvin. Fat boy. What's up, fat boy? Fat
What's
boy
going on?
checking in on the live.
All right. So, what's some of the upcoming events you might have coming up? You got anything?
I do. I do a lot of private events, more like, and this is the season now where it's more of weddings and corporate events. So I have some holiday parties coming up through the corporate booking.
Oh, okay.
So and really with me, this is like my time to get to go see other DJs and network with them, and also get with artists. So I know it's a lot of showcases coming up. I'm gonna try to catch my man Gabe G2NL. He got an event that he's putting on for all females.
Okay,
And
this Saturday, right?
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna try to stop through. I ain't committed yet. Gabe tried to make me commit, but I have something that I have to do. But I will at least, I will at least show up and to support them. Even if and that's one thing I do like to do for people, like even Sasha. With Sasha, was doing Thursdays, open mic. Sasha Renee, I would slide through there and pay and leave. People think it's crazy, but it's to me it's for the support.
Right.
Because if I can't come in, I at least want you to have the admission fee.
Right.
And just last Friday, I went. My man Romeo, he had an album release party. Romeo with 2 L's, and his album out too right now. iTunes, all digital platforms. But that's one thing I like to do. I like to promote all the artists. Right. But I slid through his album release party, bought a CD, stayed like 10 minutes, chopped it up with my man because his DJ is one of my brothers, DJ DS. So, we chopped it up with him for like 10 minutes. Then I had a dip. But it was about supporting.
Right.
And I bought the album, even though he gave it to me. He gave it to me. I interviewed him and everything, but I bought it. Same with Doe, my man King Doe. 2 weeks ago, he dropped the Royal Project.
So can you explain to the people what true support is? Because, Louisville, they always say we got this
we got
stigma,
a bad rap. We got a bad, we do.
So
we got a bad rap for support.
Can you break it down for what real support is?
Well, I mean, personally myself, I feel like you can support in different ways, different areas. If you can't come to a show, I know a lot of artists want, 1,000 people to perform for. Everybody does. But if I can't make it, most likely I'm going to either play your track, shout you out, buy your album, buy some kind of merchandise from you, something like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? I can't, it's kind of like you got a lot, like with me, I call myself Uncle Ice. So it's like I got a lot of nieces and nephews out here.
Right.
But I can't make it to all of them at the same time.
Right.
So I try to hit one, hit the other, I try to bounce around to at least show them the love, to let them know I see you, I hear you. I may not have their track yet, but I'll be like, hey, send me that. So, and that's what I do. Just like with Ray. Ray had so shout out to Ray. 502 Productions. He got the Street Life 502productions.com. Yeah, I got you. But with Ray, when I first met him, he was like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "Man, I'm busy." He was like, "Well, just at least stop through and have a beer with me." I was like, "Well, I can't have a beer, but I will stop through." Right. And I did. I stopped through. It was the day he had an event, and it was like 50 or 60 artists. He had it for like the whole day.
Tim Faulkner?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And he told me, he was like, "Okay, man, look, I'm going to be here all day. If you got 5 minutes, stop through."
Right.
And I told him, I said, "I'm busy," but I told him the exact time that I was coming. Mm-hmm. I came, we talked, and we've been networking ever since. Awesome. We on some good business, and we got some things jumping off. Yeah. We got some. It's a lot of things gonna jump off after the first of the year.
Okay, it's awesome. What else have you been able to do for some of the local talent here? Because I know that's not all you do is that album. You play. I've been hearing about you playing some of the artists on the station and things like that.
Yeah, I do. I do a mixtape. I got a series of mixtapes, and it's called My Folks.
Okay.
And what I do with that is the reason I call it my folks. It's personal to me because I personally know all of these artists that's on the mixtape,
Right.
whether they're local or whether they're industry.
Mhm.
And I got a couple of I know a couple of well-known artists, established artists, and some of them get on the mixtape also. But I did it to. I felt like as a DJ that was my giving back and networking to show that Louisville has some talent here too, because I'm in some DJ coalitions,
Right.
and it's like a group of DJs, and we all network, and like they got locals in Pennsylvania, in New York, wherever they are, and we exchange artists,
Wow.
exchange music, and it don't have to be who's making the loudest noise or who's popping. It's about good music.
Right.
If you making good music, it's gonna get played by me.
Okay.
And that's just I'm not one of those DJs that be like, nah, I can't play it because it's gonna mess up my set. 9 times out of 10, I don't even have a set. I just go. I go where the music take me.
Yeah, I've heard that
And
a
where the
couple
vibe
times.
go. Yeah.
Right.
So that's just I mean that's me. But no knock to no other DJ. The ones that have playing sets, but I can play a local artist or any artist. To me, I feel like I play it. The crowd don't have to feel it, but I can still come back and get them and get them going to what they want.
Right.
I mean, and it's not hard to do. So I guess my challenge is for all you DJs, y'all need to show more love to the local artists. I can only do so much.
Right.
I can't be at every party. I try. I can't be at every event. I try. But, it starts with us. And if it's good music, they're going to have to play it.
Right.
So that's a tip for the artists,
Okay.
make some good music.
What about the following, the social presence for the artists? You think that's something that they can work on, longevity?
Yeah, it's networking. It's just like, it's like meeting people. It's like
Right.
if you out and you see somebody, you pick up a vibe, keep in contact with them. That's all that's building your fan base and network. That's all that is.
Right.
You kind of know you'll get a feel for someone when you meet them. If they authentic or not.
Right.
And if you don't, you'll eventually find out. But it's don't be afraid to network with people.
Right.
I mean, just like you
Uh,
caught me coming out.
when I was
And
at
and
McDonald's, I got
I was
two
like, look, I gotta
IGs.
turn back around.
Right.
Yeah, it's cute. I gotta turn back around. So, but that's what I like to do, man. I like to show love for the local artists because I don't think that they local. I call them indie artists because they independent
Right.
and our artists need to be heard. We also got I have a platform, a show that I call the Ice It or Slice It.
The ice of the slice. Let me write
Yeah,
that
Ice It or
down.
Slice It show. And what I do for that is that's the show for where the artist can submit their music, they'll email it, and I play it.
Ice of the slice. And I'm liking
Ice it
that.
or slice it. So if you get iced, that means
You cool.
yeah, they feeling it.
You
And
cool.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to throw it into the rotation. But if you get sliced, it's a wrap. Now and it's not really a wrap as far as like their career is over, but it's a wrap for that song being played at that time.
Right.
Because 3 strikes, 3 slices, I stop it right on point. That's it.
So what
But
time?
I ask the people that's tuned in
Hmm.
feedback
Right.
because I feel like the artists want to know. The artist done went into the studio, and they done wrote their lyrics. They done put time in at the studio, so they want to know if you like it or not. And these are the consumers.
Right.
So it's not, just their homeboys or their homegirls say, oh, yeah, that's good. Because they're expecting you to blow up. So they don't want to be left behind if you really blow up.
Right.
and when it's really not the song that they would really like or listen to or buy.
Right.
So that's why we do that. So the Ice of the Slice It.
So when is the Ice of the Slice It normally hosted?
I have a couple of hosts that come through. What I do is I'm doing the daytime Ice of the Slicer right now, the way
Okay.
my schedule's set up. But we used to do it at nights. But so what I do is during the day, the midday,
You got some
I
fans
play.
calling in. They
Yeah,
might want to
somebody
get on the
calling in.
station, man.
Let's see who we got, man. 97 to beat.
Yo,
Yo.
DJ Ice, my favorite DJ. What's going on?
Oh man, what's up? That must be
Hey, you know I had to call
this is King Doe.
How
That's
you
King
doing,
Doe.
King Doe?
That's King Doe, man.
Love your music.
What's up, Doe?
You know I had to call in.
I'm glad you called in, man. You know, and since you called in, tell the people about the Royal Project.
Man, all I know is what I've been hearing, man. You know what I'm saying? I think you great reviews.
Hey, yeah, and those are real. Those are real, man. It is. It's a nice body of work, and you know how people say you can put your CD in and listen from 1 through 16 and not skip nothing. That's one of those CDs.
100,
Come on
man.
over here.
Yeah.
Come on over here.
You know
Look.
what I'm saying? I'm trying to get a world something. You know what I'm saying? That was my baby. That was my project. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I put a whole lot of blood, sweat, and tears in there. I feel like I could go to the West Coast, East Coast, down south, Japan, Africa.
Yeah, and you can.
You know what I'm saying?
You can. You actually can, man. I'm telling you, because it feels, you know, it's certain songs for certain people on there, and it touches every avenue. I feel like, you know, I'm just saying, you know, me as a fan, not even as a DJ, as a fan. As a fan, I can relate to a lot of the songs.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
As the DJ, I can play those songs at almost any event that I do. Now there's certain ones, but you have if I took the album, I'll be able to play something off of that album at wherever I'm at. I had a Sweet 16. I just did a Sweet 16 Saturday.
Right.
You know what song I played?
Man, I'm guessing that Go Big Fella, man. That's your favorite I've been heard.
Actually, because that's my favorite, I did. But I did you. You would have been proud of me, man. I gave you 2 spins, man.
I just gave me 2. Hey, man,
I did the Go Big Fella and the Thriller, because the Thriller, and the reason I was able to play the Thriller was because, you know, what I used to always get on you about. Give me the clean version.
Yeah, about the radio, the clean version.
And I was glad that I had the clean version. So that's why that's why you got 2 of them in there. It was a Sweet 16. And it, you know, they liked the Thriller. It was that type of music that they liked. And the Go Big Fella, they had some older people there too, you know, family and friends. So that mixed with that. You know, I caught them up when they was line dancing, man. They was line dancing, and I said, well, since we stepping in line dances, let's go on and do the Go Big Fella.
No, definitely.
Now what I should have did, and I apologize, you can beat me up later, but what I should have did, I should have hit you up and said, come on through and perform. But, you know, I didn't want to hit you on the last minute. You know, I didn't want to hit you on the last minute though. I wouldn't do you like that. I know, man, but
I'm getting up out my sleep.
I know, but I wouldn't do that to you, man. I wouldn't. I gotta start, and see, I took this as a last minute anyway. It was a last minute on me. I was covering for one of my DJ brothers, so but I just didn't want last minute you. That's all.
Man, last minute me, man. You know what I'm saying?
All
I
right,
got
man,
one
okay.
opportunity.
I know, and I appreciate you. You know, you came through and performed for me, you know, hey, at last minute. So, you know, I feel you. That's why I said I understand that. I appreciate it.
Right, most definitely, man. Shit, I appreciate you, DJ Ice, man. You know what I'm saying?
No problem, man. You know I got you, man. You know I got you, man.
100, man.
That's powerful. That's support.
You know,
right
Doe?
there. Not personally.
Okay. Say what's up to him.
Hey, what you need, a CD? I can fly it right there down to it. What you need, Company's Royal Project?
Come on, send it to me.
I'm going to give her mine. I'm going to give her mine. That's what I do.
Right.
I give her mine.
I make sure I post it and I share it on the video and everything.
Yeah, the
We'll get
Royal
you going.
Project.
Please do. And all my contact information's on the back of that, so please make sure you hit me up. Like
Y'all hear
I
how?
love the feedback, 'cause you know what I'm saying. Like right now, I ain't really getting no money from this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is all full of love. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do it for. That's why I don't go to sleep. That's why you see me on 6 a.m. going live. You know what I'm saying? After I just got off of work, I ain't been asleep all day. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do it for. So
Right.
most definitely, I would love your feedback.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, after Muscle, it's been great so far, and I love what I'm hearing about the project because a lot of artists they get in the studio and they really don't think about a game plan. I see that you're not playing no games
Yeah,
at
nah,
all, and I
he
really appreciate your music and the work ethic that you put in it at the same time. So definitely, I'm making sure that I link up with you and everything. We gonna push this together. However I can support.
That's right. She may listen to it and then hunt you down and get an interview for you.
Most
Hey
definitely.
man,
Let's set it up.
most definitely. Hey man, shout out my boy Ray, man. My boy,
Oh yeah,
man. He's
man. Yeah. Right puts it in, man.
yeah,
Right.
man. Shout out Ray, man. I had a good time with dude last night. We got to kick it. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, Ray said, ask King Doe who he with now.
Oh man, you talking about the street life fam?
Yep,
At 502, man. Yeah, man.
that 502. Shout out to Jessica. Jessica always
Oh yeah,
supporting.
my whole CC.
Yeah,
Right.
she's on the live. Fat Boy's on the live, man. Hey,
That's what we do, man.
the CCE, yeah, y'all CCE be deep.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying, man. We love you. You know what I'm saying. It's genuine over here. We always support our peoples, man. Especially the ones
Right.
who take the time to support us, because you know what I'm saying. You don't really have to do nothing that you're doing. You know what I'm saying.
Right.
We appreciate it.
And no problem. And it goes the same back to you, man. I appreciate you guys. Man, I'm telling you, this is just the tip of the iceberg when you get dope. But wait till you hear Jessica's,
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Fat Boy's music.
Right.
Oh man,
Yeah,
I'm
we
talking,
come-
man.
I
Hey.
Hey, we coming.
Ooh.
Hey, DJ Ice, if you got any viewers in New York, man, we coming, man. December the 25th, Jamaica, Queens. We
November 26th.
Yeah, the 26th, Jamaica, Queens. I forgot the name of the venue. It's the Jack Thriller Party and Bullshit Party.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We coming, man.
Yeah. I'm trying to work that out. I may hang out with the CCE crew, man.
Hey,
And
come on and
I
ride,
know.
man.
I'm trying to work it out. I really am.
Come on and ride, man.
Hey man, trust me. If I get this worked out, boy, hey, yeah, you'll see the turn up ice then, man.
Definitely, man.
All right, man. Appreciate you, though, man.
No problem, man. I appreciate y'all too, man. Y'all keep on doing what y'all doing. Have a beautiful, blessed day. You know what I'm saying?
All right, you too, and go, big fella.
What you gonna do?
It stays down. Yeah, let's see what you can do.
What you can do, yeah.
All right, okay, man. Later. Yeah,
that was
man.
great.
Hey, that's my guy, man. For real. Doe is he's a hard working brother, man, and he just want to do music and take care of his family, man.
Right.
And that's good. That's real good.
Yeah.
And he looks out for his people, his camp.
Right.
He puts them ahead of him for real.
Mm.
It's just that he's pushing his music out, but when I talk to him 1-on-1, it ain't even really about him. It's about them. He's that genuine. He wants them to win. He's not even concerned about himself, and that's why they go hard, man. And I forgot Danae. Danae's also part of it. That's his sister, but she's a singer in the group, man. I'm telling you, CCE is loaded.
I've heard of. I haven't seen them yet.
Oh,
I've heard CCE, but I haven't.
when you see them, it's different.
It's different.
Oh,
It's a whole
wait,
nother vibe.
yeah. Like when you talk about a performance, that's what they do.
Okay.
They perform. They put on a show.
Okay.
They put on a show.
I'm excited. Hopefully,
I
y'all can put in the comment when the next time y'all have a show here in Louisville.
Calvin, holla at Calvin Miles,
Okay.
right there. That guy. Holla at him on. I'm telling you.
Most definitely. If y'all want to put that in too, let me know if y'all got that show coming up already booked, and that way I can have it on here live. All right, so let's get back to some questions about DJ Ice. Because
Oh,
DJ
here we
Ice,
go.
he loved to support so much, he forgot to talk about DJ Ice.
Oh man,
so,
what you want to know? What you want to know? All right, here we go.
so what was one of your favorite moments in DJing? Like, what was like, oh man, this is it. Like, I'm so grateful and thankful for this to happen right now as far as DJing.
One of my shining moments, so to say, quote unquote, was people don't really well. Your age group probably ain't gonna remember, but we used to have what we call the Summer Fest.
Why you gotta go for my age group? Why
I
they
mean, well, you
always
know,
gotta
well,
do that?
the
What
younger
year?
the
What
younger
year?
people, you know, the
Which one?
younger
Cause
people.
plenty of Summerfest since he tried to throw the
Here
age
she
group on
go.
there, y'all.
Oh man, but but we had and it was a Summer Fest,
hmm
and I was a part of that, and I mean
What was it? The Hot Boys,
it, it
Master P.
I can't remember who. I just remember my part. You know, and there was a lot of people out there,
hmm
and you know, and they gave me the stage, you know, the presence to show my skills, and I was able to keep the crowd going, and that was when I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take this serious. Because at first I wasn't really taking it serious. I was like I said, I just was doing it because my uncle needed a DJ,
Right,
and you know he was paying me, so I was like, shoot, that's money every week.
right.
And the parties was fat. I'm talking about like we would get like 2,000 people.
Ooh.
Yeah. We would get, and this was every week. Like, you got any big brothers or sisters?
No, I'm only child.
I would say ask your parent, but I don't want to do that. But cause I don't want you to be like, well, I ain't that young. But I'm pretty sure some of your parents' siblings, friends, some of your aunts and uncles may know. But ask them about Studio One. That's all you gotta do is ask.
Studio One.
Studio, yeah, write it down. Cause
Alright.
this is your homework. I'm giving you homework.
I'm going straight to Mom Dukes
Studio One
first.
Productions. Yeah, ask. Just ask. And watch what they tell you. They're gonna tell you the same thing I told you.
Okay.
But
Since he wanna hit that y'all time before y'all time.
because really I was an athlete. So this DJing wasn't my first love for real.
Mm.
You know, I fell into it, and once I got through that little era with my uncle, I kind of started doing what you call like DJing for artists,
Right.
and so I wasn't in the clubs
Mm.
every week. I was doing more of industry stuff, and so then after that, what made me get back to doing the My Folks mixtape was it was an artist approached me, and it was like the city don't support. Everybody, it's like a crab in the bucket type of
Yeah,
thing.
I heard this so many
So
times.
I was like, look, man, I gave him the same, because he's a younger guy. I was like, look, y'all got YouTube, y'all got all this social media stuff
Right.
at the tip of y'all's fingers.
Mhm.
You need to use that.
Right.
I'm like, I said, all these people that I know, I had to meet. Now y'all got people y'all don't even have to know to network with.
Right.
So you use that to your advantage. What they doing? It's like if we here in Louisville, if we got a barber shop, I'm pretty sure they got a barber shop in Lexington.
Right.
So go to Lexington, holler at that barber shop, and so on and so on and so on.
Exactly.
That's your
Another thing.
networking.
I mean, the other thing is too, they do have the social media as their platform where they can actually take advantage of it. But the other thing is, some of these artists, they not walking around with no flyers. When they go into the hair salon or to the barber shop, they not leaving none of those behind. They not showing nobody no way to get to them so they can actually look them up on their IG and things like that. So it's a couple of things that the artists could be doing to get a little bit more hungry. They think that They
They
just
just
supposed
supposed
to
to
get a
blow
show.
up, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
I deserve a show.
I got this
And it need to be
banger, and
paid.
now I'm gonna be Drake
Right, like
tomorrow.
like I killed this
Yeah,
track. This
yeah.
if this
No.
don't take me nowhere, then y'all crazy. Like
Yeah, yeah.
I
But
don't even
nah,
know
you
you,
gotta
sir.
you
I just
gotta
met you right
promote. Yeah.
now.
And then they gotta network with people like you. You know, I mean,
Right.
they should be hollering at you like Doe. That's what Doe did. Doe was like, hey, I wanna see you.
Right.
Hey, sometimes you gotta initiate it.
Exactly.
I mean, you interview people, so that's why Doe was like, "Hey, I need to see you."
Right.
So he's on his grind. He's out. He's getting it,
Right.
and that's the mentality you have to have. You have to have. I mean, it's a get it grind. You got to get it.
Right.
If it ain't there, make it there. Get it. That's just. I mean, I don't know how to explain it.
All right. Well, hopefully they got some of that good juice because you really brought it to them. What's some of the people you got to meet in the industry so far? Some iconics.
I've networked with. Have you heard of the Yin Yang Twins?
Of course, I like you
Okay.
trying to play me.
I'm not trying to play. I
What,
promise
you
I'm
think I'm
not.
16? You think I'm 16?
I'm not gonna even ask you how old you are. But okay, the Yin Yang Twins. And actually, I had I did some work with them.
Okay.
They know, we know some of the same people.
Right.
The Willie D and the Ghetto Boys. They my peoples through my peoples. My man Too Big. What up, Too Big? Also we got I got some people in Florida. L.A. Love. He has South Coast Records.
Okay.
He has a
South
slew
Coast
of
Records.
artists. They got like a boatload of artists from all over.
Now, what area is that? Is that like Tampa?
Orlando.
It's Orlando?
Orlando.
Okay, because I was actually in Florida about a month ago, and we could not find a studio.
Oh my
Could
goodness.
not. They called this woman.
They have
called
a
at 2 o'clock
studio.
in the morning. Was like, "Hey, we 24 hours if y'all want to come right now." I'm like, "Man, we already on the road." We
I
back
could
out.
have pointed you to my people.
Yeah.
That's where they live in the studio. That's
Man.
all they do.
Okay.
That's all they do. So I make sure you get that connect.
Yeah, most definitely, because I plan on definitely going back.
You going back? Okay.
Yeah.
So what, you rap?
No,
You sing?
I manage artists.
Oh,
So-
your artist.
So my artists,
You
when
was
they
getting
like
your
to
artists
travel,
in the studio.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
All
It's
right.
networking. You
Yeah.
go down there, you go to some different areas.
Yeah.
Of course, you hit the beach, but it's always
I
getting
ain't know
back
about
to
the beach. Oh, you hit the beach?
Most
So you wasn't working.
definitely.
You was down there
You
partying.
gotta hit the beach to show a little bit of vacation.
Okay,
It can't just
okay.
look like it's all work, work, work. So, of course, we wanted to hit that studio, hit some clubs, and make sure
Right.
we networked and everything like that. And that
Okay.
way we can come back again and go to that studio.
Yeah. I'm
Things like
telling you,
that.
man. Y'all, hey, and it's you will love it. And my peoples they'll take care of you.
Okay.
Real talk. Real talk.
South
No,
Coast,
South Coast Records. Yep.
Records. Okay.
Yep. No Hollywood talk or nothing like that. It's real talk.
Right.
Especially if you're there. If you're there, they're gonna make sure you get here. That's just what they do.
Right.
That's my peoples, because they know. I mean, they know that you came, you traveled, so
Right.
they'll rearrange the schedule to fit yours.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So next time you let me know.
All right, I
Gotcha.
appreciate it. So what's your ultimate goal? Where do you really want to be at as DJing? Like, do you want to be a tour DJ? You want to be the biggest concert DJ? What's your ultimate goal that you want to achieve as far as DJing?
Actually, I'm ready to retire.
Oh,
Nah, I'm just playing.
so
She
30
turned
years.
around.
You
Oh, like this interview is over. Nah, but actually, I just want to see the city of Louisville win. I would like to do what Khaled is doing, what DJ Khaled is doing.
Oh my
He's
goodness.
putting the artists
One
on.
of my biggest
He-
idols right there.
He's providing a platform for them to be heard and seen.
Right. When
And
he do it, it's
that's
go
one
get
of the
heard
things I
and
would like. That was the whole concept behind the My Folks mixtape.
right.
And that's what I was telling a lot of people. I mean, I it was some people that didn't make the My Folks mixtape. Don't get me wrong,
Right.
but they didn't do what they were supposed to done. Because I was like, my attitude was like, look, I'm doing this for you.
I know
I ain't
exactly.
gotta do it.
I know exactly what you
I
mean.
want it more than you want it. So
know.
so you want me go in the studio, make the song, and send it to myself?
Right.
I had to approach some cats
You
like
know,
that.
I asked for some
And-
PKs the
and-
other day, and I couldn't. I still ain't got an email. Well, I guess this party
Yeah,
is
they
done.
don't- yeah, they wasn't serious. And then I had some folks that was like, in the inbox, and well, I'm still inboxing. They done already sent the email. They talking about check
Right.
your email. I'm like, dang.
Calm
all
down.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Slow
okay.
down. Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
now I got 10 songs. Now I thought I had 2. I
Right.
got 10 songs now to put on this mixtape. But that's what I would like to do.
Right.
Because like I'm telling you, we got a lot of talent here. We got a lot of
do.
talent. This is just the talent that I know. What about the people I don't know? Or I haven't seen. I
always
haven't
hear
heard.
somebody new at least once a day. At least once a day is somebody I haven't heard. And then when I see how serious they are, that's like I make a separate list. Like some artists, I'm like, they not really. Like you said,
They're
not
not
trying
ready yet.
Yeah.
They,
Then
but,
you got
but
your
then
artists. They
you got to
send
develop
videos.
them.
They
You
send
got to develop them.
EPKs. They send iTunes and Amazon and Google. They're doing what they need
They
to
on
be
top of
doing.
their
They're
game.
researching. They're really into the business side as well, and not just I'm gonna keep going to the studio.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep going. It's not about how many songs you got. It's
All
more
it takes
so
is
about
one.
that networking.
All it takes is one good
So-
one. If you got one good one, it'll pay for everything else.
Right. Just need a foundation on there, and that's one of the things that that's one of the reasons why I wanted to set up these shows with people related to the music and entertainment industry, is because the local artists here, they starting to have a bad taste in their mouth about how things are going. So I wanted to start
Yeah.
showing what some of the things we looking like. Last week we did Mr. Cole at Cole's place, and he'd tell you right on the camera, I'll let you come and do one song on one of my Saturday nights. But I'm gonna let you know they'll boo you too.
Yeah, yeah.
So
yeah.
that's showing, different ways that other people will support local artists. Now we got DJ Ice willing to support, Ice It or Slice It.
Yeah, I should have sliced
You
it.
got
Plus,
mixtapes.
pull up on me, like Doe said. He's pulling up on me. Pull up on me. Y'all pull up on me with the song. I'm gonna play it.
Exactly.
But
so,
if the people don't like it, it's on you.
so that's one of the biggest things, and I appreciate you doing this
I
interview
appreciate
today.
you. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to come hang with me. I wish I could get on the ones and twos and let her just hang out, but
Yeah.
she's busy.
We can do one more King Doe song if you want to.
Yeah,
One
we
more?
can. We can.
All right. If you got one of the other CCEs you think is ready
Yeah.
to play something, you got.
You know what I'm gonna do? See, she called me out, and since
We
I
gotta show the
still got
love.
Jessica on her, she's hanging on. Did Fat Boy log off? Fat Boy, if you logged off, I ain't gonna play your track.
We
So
got
you
people
better give me
tuning
a
in
heart,
now.
a thumbs up, or something. You better put something on this live. Cause if not, you ain't gonna hear no Fat Boy. I'm gonna give you a quick CCE DJ Ice mega mix.
Woo.
I'm gonna just at random just do something.
All right, I'm gonna flip the camera.
So you can take the camera, you can do whatever you need to do, and then I'm gonna do what I need to do.